raise hand feature, guys. Go ahead, Kyle. Go ahead, Kyle Tucker.
Cal, how different is it preparing to play without Severe versus having adjusted that on the fly, having some time to work TyTy in, and could he have handled it much better, any better than he did tonight?
No, and we did some things and added some things for him, but they got to play him different than they try to play Sabir. He's a phenomenal elbow pull-up shooter, and so is Severe, but they'll play under, they'll play games. They can't with him now. But Severe helped us because at halftime, I kept telling our defense, you got to get up and play people. And then he stood and said, listen, guys, our game is pressuring people and getting into their legs. You can't just back away and let them do what they want. You got to push up in them. And I think that, and I said it's what we've been saying, so he helped. But TyTy played really well. We can do, just like we've done with Jamal, just like we've done with Brandon Knight, just like we did with Tyrese Maxey. He could be away from the ball, and we can still do things with him so he can make basketball plays. But he was good today. Oscar was good today. Davion was outstanding. And I know you're saying, well, he made shots. No, he defended. He came up with balls. He tried to take charges. He flew. The biggest thing of the game for Keon, I know you say, well, he made jump shots. Stop. He tipped the ball loose because he had no rebounds at halftime. Tipped the ball loose that Oscar got and laid in and put it to 17. Kind of ended the game. That is the play from him because I know all this other stuff he can do. Again, we didn't have many turnovers. A couple that we had, were bothersome because they were just throwaways. I thought after we got the guys in the right spots versus the zone, they were better. I also looked, and I like Jacob and Keon in together, but I'm not sure I want to start that lineup. I just, I kind of like where we've gone with three guards, and we'll just see.
Larry Mark, go ahead, and then John Hale.
John, what does it mean to you when Davion comes off the bench? I mean, obviously when he makes shots, when he does provide that energy that you're talking about today on the defensive end.
Well, I told him. He was outstanding. He only had one turnover. There was one play he made. He passed up a shot and drove into a bad shot. And I jumped him. Shoot the ball. If it doesn't go, we'll rebound. We can't rebound your bad shot. So, and Kellen didn't make shots, but he got them and he took them. You're not making them. These kids aren't machines. They're not robots. But I thought by us running and throwing it ahead. Now, with Severe, a lot of times he'll keep the ball and he'll do it with his own speed. TyTy was throwing that thing ahead, and that broke him down some. Made us a little different.
John Hale, go ahead.
Cal, how much did missing Severe have an effect on your defense in that first half?
Just the pressure, and he pointed it out at halftime. He knows the difference he makes and how he plays. But look, give Georgia credit. They shot 50%. People don't do that to us. They put their heads down and ran for layups at the end of the game. Probably made 5 layups in the last 4 minutes. They rebounded with us. They fought. I thought we kind of wore them down a little bit, but look, Tom, the tapes I've watched, 2 games they lost at the buzzer, and they should have won both games because they had a little bit of a lead in both of those games. Texas A&M being one of them. who I believe, did they win again today? So, I mean, they had Texas A&M beat. So Tom's doing a heck of a job with his team.
Christos, go ahead.
Oh, Coach, what was the most impressive part of TyTy's game? Because he had 17 assists and only 2 turnovers.
Yeah, I was upset he had 2 turnovers. I'm just kidding. He's a playmaking guard. Whether he's bringing it up or whether he's away from the ball, he's still a playmaking guard. Who can shoot?
John Hale, back to you.
Was that a quiet 17 he had? How many shots did he take to get 17? 13 shots, he gets 17 points. Come on.
Now you mentioned that lineup with Jacob and Keon together. What is it about that group that you like?
I would have expected us to be better defensively, more active. And I thought, and I even said to Jacob when I took him out, you look exhausted. So he must have been a little anxious that he was starting. And he ran up and down 3 times and he turned ashen. And so I took him out like, what, you know, but he hadn't started. But he's playing well enough. He's doing some good stuff. You know, I need he and Jacob or Keon to rebound. They both had just 2 rebounds. Come on, go get balls. Now, you may say, well, Oscar ended up with 17. Yeah, but you got to attempt to rebound. And if you do, like Keon did with the 1, you may not get it, but you're tipping it to us. You can't accept being blocked out. No, not acceptable. They go to block you out, you move left or right. You lean into the guy, you shouldn't be in the game.
John Wong, and then Larry Bach.
John, TyTy breaks the UK single game assist record of 17, breaks John Wall's record. I assume you were aware of that. When a player gets close to a record, what is your mindset in terms of leaving him in and actually letting him or helping him break that record?
I did not know. If it's points, I would probably take somebody out. But if you're talking assists and rebounds, I don't mind leaving a guy in. But the game will dictate. If we're up 30, I'm not doing that. You know, I subbed the other day, 2 days, 3 days ago, with 12 minutes to go and didn't put anybody back in. I'm not worried about those kind of things at the expense of the other coach in their program. I wouldn't do it. This game was close the whole way. Tom Crean's not going to let his team stop. Forget about score. They're playing.
Go ahead, Larry Bach.
John, are we getting to the point like tonight, Oscar's 29-17, are we almost getting to just take for granted how dominant he has become inside for you?
Yeah, the only thing is, do you, like, he got smothered a little bit at LSU. We were trying to throw him the ball. He's just got to get back to who he is. And I thought he drifted away, dribbling it the length of the court. What are you doing? Who told you to do that? Are you talking to somebody else? Like, no. Then you saw him give it up today, took 1 bounce. He listens. He's a great kid. But he's like everybody else. You know, there's all this stuff swirling. And what I told him today at the shoot-around, don't worry about 2 months from now. That will screw you up. Worry about how you have been playing. How did you get to this point? What did you do to get to this point? How about this? Keep doing it. Why would you do something different? Just do what you're doing. Stay in the moment. Have fun. I'm trying to get Keon to smile more. I want to see you smile in the game. Have fun with this. Weight of the world. I got to do this. And everybody's telling me I got to do it. You can't play basketball that way. You got to just go play. And it's saying, well, let him do what he does. Like you were the ones that said to me, why doesn't Keon take 2s? Because he's an unbelievable 2-point shooter. You're right. That's what he does. I want him to place through some bumps and get some and 1s because he's capable of that. I want him to have 10 rebounds in a game because he's capable. And he's playing with Oscar, which means that's like getting 20 rebounds. So, look, I like where this group is. I'm still you know, you lose a game. We've lost a couple games. I thought we gave away. We had our chances. We didn't. But, you know, even me as a coach got to move on next game. Now we're playing a Vanderbilt team who won the Rainbow Classic, comes back and beats Arkansas at Arkansas, and is playing really well. Offensively, one of the best teams in our league. And so we got our work cut out. We got to go up there, you know, on a little bit of a funky court where I got to tell all these new guys who have never played in there, look, this is what it is. So, but you know what? Today was a good win for us. Like I said, they came in with the idea they could beat us.
John Hale, go ahead.
John, you have a feel for if Samir will be available on Tuesday yet? And even if, you know, he's out, how big is this game for playing with him when he's in foul trouble or whatever?
No, if he practices on Monday, he'll be available for the game on Tuesday. So if he practices Monday, he will be. Today, just teasing him, I said, TyTy, you played point, unbelievable. And I looked at him, and he just smiles. These kids, those guys. You know, I wish I could have played Bryce more. I didn't play Damian at all. But here's the thing, and I told Damian and Lance after, if this kid goes for 29 and 17, do you really expect to play 20 minutes? You got to know, he's in foul trouble, there's your chance. He's not playing well, there's your chance. So, I wish I could have got those two in because we do need those two. Their shot blocking and playmaking ability, so we will see.
All right, if there are no more questions, we'll have John Hale start us off.
Maybe you talked a few days ago just about how much of a struggle your shot has been since coming back from the quarantine. How good did it feel to see those shots go down finally?
Man, finally, right? Like, it felt amazing. I mean, it had to pay off. Like, I've been working my tail off every day, every night, getting extra shots. Just working tirelessly. Like, I mean, so it can't rain forever. It has to. The sun got to come out eventually. So I was happy to see that.
Kyle Tucker, go ahead.
Yeah, was there anything physical for you? I mean, did you have to get strength back, get your legs back under you? I mean, was there anything just kind of, that you came back a little bit physically drained after the layoff, or was it just kind of getting comfort level again?
Yeah, I think it was more comfort. Definitely, missing the amount of games that I did miss, it was tough just getting the rhythm back. But I think it was more of like a mental thing for me, just kind of getting the groove back, getting to my spots again, and then honestly just confidence, like knowing that I'm a shooter and like the team, the coaches, the people that matter don't care how much I miss. They just want me to keep shooting. And then once I felt, the encouragement and really just gained my confidence back in it, and saw a few go in, like that's my turning point. I knew that it was going to turn around for me, and Coach did as well. So.
Larry Bach, go ahead.
Yeah, I kind of like that, Dave, where you say, it can't rain forever. The sun has to come out eventually, but when the ball's not going in, do you have any doubts about whether that sun's going to come out or not?
Yeah, but honestly, man, I just put my faith in God. Like, I prayed about it, and I just kept working, like, and all the signs that God was giving me was just keep working, don't stop. And it's the same thing, like, the game of basketball just teaches you so much about life. Like, you can be putting in so much work, and sometimes things just don't go well for you. But if you just stay faithful and committed to whatever it is you want in life, like, it's going to click. And this right here, these past two games, just been a testament of my hard work, honestly, and just an encouragement from my the staff and my teammates, really.
Gary Graves, we'll come to you next.
Yeah, Davion, was there anything about the pace of this game that helped you when you came in, where you felt like you could contribute right away, either shooting or defensively?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I really excel in transition, being able to make reads. I feel like that's one of the best parts of my game. And I mean, TyTy was amazing today. Like, him having 17 assists, pushing the ball up the floor like that, while we're making shots and clicking like that, it just made everything so easy. And then after we started to pressure the ball and, you know, start to speed them up a little bit, we saw that they got tired and we just kept clicking. So, yeah, it definitely made it easy because of the pace that we were playing at. And it's also easier when everybody's making shots.
Tim Sullivan, go ahead.
I want to follow up on your comment about TyTy. He had 17 assists, and that's 8 more than he's had in any other game. Do you think he's changed his emphasis, or is this just a game of playing with strengths?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a game where, you know, we're just playing. Like, even when we huddled up, like, no one knew how many assists to score. Like, I didn't know how many points I had. We didn't know what Oscar had. We were just playing. And then when we get into a rhythm like that where we're just naturally hooping and not thinking, everyone's assertive, everyone's decisive, and we just hoop. Like, that's what this game is. We're just hooping. We're not worried about anything else. And when we play like that with that mentality, I mean, things like what happened today happens. Like, guys getting career highs, guys putting up a lot of baskets, and percentages are good. So really just getting out there having fun. That's really what it felt like today.
John Hale, and then we'll go to Kyle Tucker.
David, I see you clutching your 1,000-point basketball there.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, you've been through a ton in your career, you know, transfer, big injury, and everything last year. Just how much does that kind of accomplish in being
Man, I'm so proud of myself. Like, I'm hugging it like this because I got to give it to my dad. So I'm trying to put my energy on it right now because I know it's not going to be mine in a few minutes. So, but yeah, like, just taking time and, like, really just being proud of myself because I've been through so much. Like, it's been a roller coaster for me, and I just, I mean, this means so much to me, man, because it wasn't really my identity to be a scorer at Creighton, especially playing limited minutes my freshman and sophomore year to finally getting an accolade. I mean, it was even a decision I thought about when it was time for me to return. I'm like, man, I'm so close to 1,000. Just sitting and thinking and just to be able to sit here and hold it, man, even though it's not about to be mine, it's just, it means so much to me, man. So, yeah, I'm really happy I got that.
Go ahead, Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, Davion, I wonder what kind of conversations did you have with Ghost when things weren't going good this season, and how much going through another sort of low point there for a minute, how helpful was it to have your sidekick around?
Man, it's crazy because, you know, when I had got ill, Ghost left, like, right before that. And, you know, he was still gone through that period while I was still struggling. And as soon as he came back, like, just recently, a couple weeks ago, everything's just been uphill. So I think he's the secret sauce to all of it, honestly. So it's been great with him around. Like, he makes everything easier. So he's probably the reason I'm actually playing well.
John Wong, go ahead.
Davion, it seems like even when things aren't going well for you, you always exude positivity. I was wondering, where does that attitude really come from, and is that something that you've had your entire life? Yeah, I mean, honestly, no. I was a sore loser as a kid, super into myself. Like, it was hard for me, especially having an older brother. I always wanted to be better than him. But just the way my parents raised me and then our faith in God, like, you can't be, you know, a sore thumb on a hand. Like, that's just, you can't be like that. So I know if I'm in a place where I'm not doing my best and I'm leaking negative energy, that's going to, you know, spread like a virus to other people. So, I mean, even when it's hard, like, you just got to smile. You just got to be happy for others, even when it's not, you know, the best for you, because when it's going to be your turn and you're going to be looking for others to clap for you when, you know, when you're doing well. So that's just all I try to do, man, honestly. And like I said, I haven't been like that my whole life, but as I matured and as, you know, I've gotten older, that's how you have to be as a person, and things will fall in line for you when you like that.
Any other questions for Davion? If not, we'll get TyTy Washington right up here.
Coach Calipari said he wasn't aware of you getting close to it while you guys were on the bench. Were you aware that you were getting close?
First of all, thank you. But nah, I didn't even know like that was their assist record. And then one of the staff was like, "You need one more." But like I was already walking out the huddle, so I really didn't know what he was saying. But then once I got close to it, I think I got 15. All my teammates on the court were telling me, they were like, "Yo, like you just need two more, and you could set the record." And I was like, "Oh shoot!" So that's what I kind of just went out there and did just to get the last two, really.
Gary Tipton, go ahead.
TyTy, how did you feel? What was your initial reaction to learning Savir would not be playing, and the onus would be on you?
So like after the LSU game, I kind of already like had a feeling that he wasn't gonna play because like there was no need for him to try to rush back. I feel like we got this team has really good depth on here, so we he goes down, next man steps up, and that's what I feel like we did tonight. But just coming into the game, once I found out like he wasn't playing, I just knew that I had to just step up as a leader. And just going through this whole week of practice, my teammates, they're all telling me like, we go as you go, so you just lead us. And just having guys that's older than me telling me, even though I'm a freshman, like, we're going to rock with you. Anything you tell us, we're going to do. So just be out there, be comfortable, be a leader. That takes a lot of pressure off of me.
John Hale, go ahead.
John Wall had the record previously. I'm curious, what does that day mean to you? How much did you just kind of grow up watching him play?
It excites me. I mean, it's John Wall. I watched him play. I watched a bunch of his highlights at Kentucky. Watched him in the NBA a lot. So, just for me to go out there and break the record, which is exciting to me because a lot of other great point guards came here as well. So, I mean, I could be the one who said, I went to Kentucky, I set the record. And, hopefully it gets, set for a minute. Hopefully nobody breaks it. But to the next person who does break it, congrats to them.
Kyle Tucker, go ahead.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask something sort of similar about the significance of breaking a guy like John Wall's record, but in a different direction. I'm sure you envisioned that you could play point guard this well, but you've kind of been used as off the ball and more as a scorer for this team. Kind of knowing what your role was going to be and what it has been, could you have imagined a game in which you had 17 assists?
I mean, coming in, like you said, I was known as being a scorer. So, like, coming out of high school, I was known as being a scoring point guard. But, like, my true, like, talent's always been just being a natural playmaker. So, just going out there tonight, I mean, I was just taking whatever the defense gave me. If that was me getting a pull-up or getting to the rim or just finding my teammates. And my teammates did a good job tonight just making shots. So, I mean, I feel like when I'm off the ball, I feel like I'm still a point guard, even with TyTy still being on the floor. I just know my role is a little different because, we're both point guards at the end of the day, but my role is a little different. I just got to make baskets.
Larry Vaught, we'll come to you.
Yeah, just wondering, TyTy, have you ever had 17 assists in a game before? And how did your teammates know during the game you were that close to the record? You knew nothing about it. How did they find out?
I had 17 assists in NBA 2K. That's about it. But, like, other than that, nah, I think most I ever got was probably like 12 or something like that. So when I came out here and once I realized I was close, my teammates, they just told me, they're like, yo, like, you can make history, brother. Like, they're all encouraging me to, like, find them. And they're all telling me, like, you find us, we're going to knock it down, we're going to finish it for you. Like, they all wanted to see me make history. So that's just goes to show what type of team we have, that everybody cares for one another and we don't really care who's scoring at the end of the day.
Tim Sullivan, go ahead.
Talking about being a natural playmaker, is your attitude when you're in that role pass first, or are you still looking to score?
No, I just feel like my role still stays the same. Just know I got to be a better leader. So I just, I still look to score, still be aggressive. But with me doing that, I know I could draw defenders and set my teammates up. Like all game, they couldn't really defend us in the pick and roll, me and Oscar. So I was just finding him on the short rows, and he was doing what he does in practice, just knocks it down.
Christos, go ahead.
Hey, TyTy, great game, first of all. For you, Cole, how comfortable do you feel when you have the ball in your hands, make plays for yourself, make plays for your teammates, and what it means about your growth as a player?
I I feel like my growth, I'm just showing, elevating my game in all categories, But my biggest concern is just keep growing on the defensive side of the ball, I want to be a little more active on the defensive side of the ball. I feel like that can always help, I feel like we're a defensive team, so I got to step my tone up a little better. But as far as offensively, just stay aggressive, keep looking for shots. Most importantly, just keep creating for other guys around me. I mean, Davion had a good game today, same with Oscar, Keon. Kellen really didn't shoot it that well, but he still did other things to help us. So, when I'm in the point guard role, I feel like it's my priority, to make sure the guys are straight, getting their opportunity to score the ball when we need them to.
John Hale, we'll circle back to you.
I think Sabir had a game with 14 assists earlier this season. What did he say to you, and how much do you think he's going to be gunning for that record automatically?
So right after the game, he just started calling me PG1. He I don't need to come back. Like, you got it under control. You're PG1 now, da-da-da. He just was super excited for me that I got the record, and he was just pretty much telling me, when he gets back, continue to be who I am, continue to play how I just played tonight with or without him on the floor. He said, he was just telling me, at the end of the day, I know how to play basketball pretty good, so he was just telling me just be who I am, just be comfortable in my skin.
John Wall, go ahead.
I just wanted to know what you thought of the 10 inches of snow that we got. I know you're from down south, Phoenix, I believe. Are you used to that? Is that something the team enjoys? Who on the team enjoyed the snow the most?
So yeah, that was crazy. I mean, I haven't seen snow. It's been a minute. I've never seen that much snow in a minute. So it was first day it came, I walked out and I'm like, whoa. And then we went to practice, and then we came out of practice. It looked like more came. It was I'm walking, I couldn't even see the floor. And I look over at my car, I'm like, that snow is not getting taken off by me. I'm just gonna let that sit. So I mean, the snow was cool. It was just cold, really. My teammates, I say, who probably enjoyed it? Probably Brennan, Dante, those guys. I mean, they were walking like it was nothing. Everybody else was hands in their pockets. They were walking, hands out, free. They're not cold at all. You got the rest of us wearing puffers and stuff like that. So, I mean, it was a little adjustment to all of us, but I feel like most of these guys are used to it already.
Christos, go ahead.
What's your mindset every time you step on the floor?
Say that one more time?
What is your mindset every time you step on the floor?
My mindset, just go out there and find ways to be productive to help the team win at the end of the day. I feel like, winning takes care of everything. Winning keeps everybody happy. So I just go out there each and every day, just when we're going to the game, just find different ways to be productive, whether that's me scoring, playing defense, finding my teammates. At the end of the day, I just want to win. So going into games, I always think winning first, having winning mentality.
Any other questions for TyTy? If not, we'll let him go. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, guys.